So the Acolyte has come to an end, and you just knew that the showrunner wasn't done yet. She's got more things to say. It just gets crazier. Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to Echo Base Network. So glad that you are here. If you suffered through watching the first season and maybe only season of The Acolyte, it's finally over. It's so funny. That's what everybody was saying on their YouTube videos. The Acolyte season finale, it's finally over. Like, that's how bad the show was. No, it didn't get review bombed. It sucks. Well, now the showrunner, Leslye Headland, is speaking out in an interview with GQ, and she's laying the foundation for her second season of The Acolyte, and the things that she says, freaking stupid. I mean, just a day after the finale happened, this article, ready to go, right here, post thoughts with Leslye Headland. Aren't you excited? The Acolyte creator, Leslye Headland, breaks down the first season finale. Again, series finale. Right out of the gate, she's talking about more homages. I really own up to my homages, so I will own up to the fact that the last shot of the show is the last shot of Fight Club. It's the same shot. Wonder why she did that. The reason I wanted to do that is because that composition to me represents a standing together, simple intimacy in front of burning the world down. And the dramatic irony and the tragedy of Osha and the stranger is that we know they won't do that. This woman had more inspiration for this show than any show I could even think of. You had 8 seriously weak episodes that all averaged around 30 minutes apiece, and every scene, it seems like, is an homage to something else. Now, I know it's hard to be original. It's hard to create something new and fresh. Leslye Headland didn't even try. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, 50 Shades of Grey, whatever you want to talk about, like, all of the homages are there. It felt right that if Osha was going to embrace the dark side in her rage and being heartbroken, that May would become incredibly docile, basically. But it also sets the stage for another transformation. May is now a Jason Bourne-type figure. Saul had good intentions in his desire to protect Osha, but ultimately was the cause of her loneliness. It gets a central theme of the series. To Headland, the Jedi are extremely flawed. They always have been, she says. If you needed more evidence that this show was anti-Jedi, make the good guys look bad, there it is. She just plainly said it. The Jedi have always been extremely flawed. And who does she make the master of that? The little green guy.
But it all pays off in a sequel.
Whoa. Post-credits. What's going on?
Oh, shit.
It's Yoda. I told y'all they was going to have Yoda in this damn thing. I told you I was going to have Yoda. I told everybody they was going to have Yoda.
So Yoda knows about all this too?
So where do these two crazy kids and their lightsaber go from here? Remember, there's 2 of them, and they're holding hands together with one lightsaber. Weird. Headland is cautious about telegraphing too much about the future of the Acolyte, probably because she doesn't know what the hell it's going to be about, which has not yet been renewed for a second season, but she does say she wants to move forward in time as she explores this relationship. She says, "To me, it's so tragic. It's very gothic in a lot of ways." Huh? 1, to crave power, 1, to hold it. Hopefully that image gives you the sense that they are equals, but at some point, in order to fulfill this, they can't be. Key jangling to the max with Darth Plagueis, which, I know a lot of people got super excited when they saw the 2 seconds of the old creepy Darth Plagueis, who should have been 10 or 15 years old at the time of this show, but whatever, that doesn't matter, I guess. People were very excited to see him. Some people were very angry to see him. You just tied an extremely popular character in Star Wars with the fans to this show. Then there's the complication of our dear friend Plagueis. Leslye Headland says, "I would look forward to seeing him actively disturbing what Osha and Camille are trying to do." I don't know what the hell I'm going to do about season 2, but we're going to fast forward a long way in time, and I'm going to have Darth Plagueis running around in secret, trying to disturb what Kamir and Osha are trying to do. Why? And then there's the worst cameo of all. The back of Master Yoda's head. Yeah, that happened. In Vernestra's effort to protect the Jedi, at some point she would have to inform her superior. The diminutive Jedi Master is the first iconic Lucas-era Star Wars character to show up in the series. Working with him made Headland starstruck, is her word. A rare occurrence for her. She says, "I could barely speak. I had nothing to say. Everything that I've ever felt about Star Wars just rushed back to me. It was overwhelming." She could say that all she wants to. I don't believe that for a second. In my opinion, to go through everything that we just went through in this show, 7 episodes of hot garbage, and in the 8th episode, titled The Acolyte, you jangle some keys and literally give us 5 seconds of Darth Plagueis and Yoda. That, to me, speaks of desperation. You think by doing that, you're going to have a second season greenlit. Nobody wants to see it except for those of us who wants to watch it and laugh about it. You united the fandom, Leslye Headland, behind your terrible show. The fans have spoken out. They think it's hot garbage. Nobody likes the work that you have done, unless basically you're a Star Wars shill. I do got to admit, there seems to be a very small number of people who do like the show. I'm glad. I don't get it. But by and large, the majority of the fan base have really spoken out against this series, against Leslye Headland's creation, against The Acolyte. Nobody wants to see a second season except for those who think it's great comedy. It's sad what Disney has done to Star Wars. It really is. That they have allowed somebody like Leslye Headland to come in and tell this story. You have aired so many different ways. With Ahsoka, with Kenobi, with the Book of Boba Fett, and now this is the worst of all. So what's your future plan, Star Wars? A Rey movie? Man, we need a hard reset. Leslye Headland doesn't need to be anywhere near Star Wars. But again, if you like a good laugh, guys, apparently Leslye Headland doesn't believe that she's quite finished yet. What do you think? Do you think that she actually gets a second season of The Acolyte? Do you really think that is going to happen? Let me know in the comments. We are UR Echo Base Network. May the Force be with you. See you on the next one.